Is Jennifer Lopez all she seems? Some celebrities seem to think that she is hiding dark secrets. From a decades-old arrest, more relevant now than ever, to red carpet etiquette, to a vengeful ex, we get into it all. Kicking off with the current events, everyone knows that J.Lo and Diddy were a thing back in the day, but that short romance is now causing never-ending issues for Jenny from the block. Some people have started saying that she was involved in, well, all the bad things that Diddy was doing, which is a pretty serious thing to accuse someone of. Right now, it's not proven at all, and she isn't even charged, just to clarify. Although there was a serious chance that she would be called to court for Diddy-related reasons, and that was to testify against the rapper. Derek Lee Cardello Smith filed a $400 million lawsuit against Diddy and nearly called upon J.Lo as a witness. He believed that she had information about his incident since she dated the star. They weren't dating when it happened. It seems Smith just thought that Diddy might have told her about it. The case ended up getting dismissed. So J.Lo might not be named in any current lawsuit as someone who harmed someone else, or was she? Another suit, this one from Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr. was filed, and it referenced a club incident that happened at the end of 1999, right when Diddy and J.Lo were dating. But this club incident wasn't just a minor squabble, it was a weapon-wielding dramatic scene that ended in a celebrity car chase through downtown New York and the arrest of two famous music artists. New details revealed by Rodney Little Rod Jones Jr. suggested that J.Lo might have lied about her involvement that night. Jones Jr. filed a civil lawsuit for non-consensual relations and harassment against Diddy, but it also seemed to possibly reference this 1999 incident as well. It claimed that on the day Homeland Security raided Diddy's home, he displayed his weapons and bragged about getting away with using these weapons against people. He claimed that J.Lo was the one who carried the firearm into the club for him and passed him the firearm after he got into an altercation with another individual. On the day, J.Lo was held for 14 hours before being cleared of all charges. It was believed that she was simply just present at the event but had little to no involvement. If she did in fact bring the weapon in, like this lawsuit is claiming, then that would mean she wasn't entirely truthful about her role in the events that evening. Knight, a former record exec, is pretty confident that J.Lo did have more to do with Diddy than anybody thought. He referenced the club incident when talking about why he believed J.Lo and Ben Affleck were getting a divorce. He thinks it happened because of some tapes found in Diddy's home. Knight's theories were shared on his podcast, claiming that when the FBI raided Diddy's home, they would have found some tapes featuring Jenny from the block. He said, they go raid Puffy's house and they get all these videos of J.Lo doing this and J.Lo doing that, and they know for a fact that J.Lo lied and said that the weapon was someone else's or whatever and sent that man to prison, destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy's. So this is a pretty major accusation considering that people were hurt in that club fight, but as of right now, there is no concrete evidence to back up his claims. But J.Lo is no stranger to lawsuits. She's been dealing with them since the start of her career, thanks in no small part to her ex-husband, Ojani Noa. Today, he's an actor and a model, but he was once only known to the world as J.Lo's first husband. The marriage only ended up lasting a year. The couple clearly realized that with J.Lo's fame, they weren't compatible anymore. She felt like that he resented her fame, and honestly, she was kinda right. Based on the times he said that he wasn't a fan of the big red carpets and apparently preferred her to stay at home and he be the breadwinner. He claims that the pair would often get into arguments but have to look fine for the cameras minutes later, and it was really frustrating. Eventually, they parted ways, but the break didn't stay clean for long. Noah had experience in the restaurant industry. He started his own restaurant, worked in various positions over the years, so when J.Lo was looking for a manager for her brand new restaurant, she knew just who to call. She apparently said that she still thought of Noah as family and wanted to take care of him, promising not to fire him without just cause. Guess what happened? He ended up taking her to court over it and ended up winning actually, but that was the last time that he would take her to court and win. Because they did go to court later on, multiple times, for multiple different reasons. He never won though, because most of the cases centered around him sharing details of their past relationship in some way, something that he agreed to not do in writing. The first was a book that he wrote that contained details of their time together that was also going to allege that J.Lo cheated. Court documents are floating around somewhere that revealed that this section existed. A few years after the book incident, he threatened to release private home videos of the couple on their honeymoon. Allegedly, the videos would be used to create a movie or something about J.Lo. J.Lo did not want her personal life on display like that and sued the man for $10 million, and his movie was never made. J.Lo's red carpet etiquette has been under fire for years, but it recently went under a microscope in 2024, taking into account everything with her movie slash documentary slash album, plus her recent divorce. People really were looking for any opportunity to tear into the woman. The biggest incident was the Met Gala red carpet. TikTok star Annika Reed was present as an interviewer, and people did not appreciate the way J.Lo spoke to her. She actually only said one word, but one word caused a lot of trouble. So Reed asked the star who she was wearing as J.Lo was walking up the Met Gala steps. With only a glance over, J.Lo responded with the quick Schiaparelli before continuing up.
What are you wearing tonight? Schiaparelli, my love.
Reed, of course, posted the video to her TikTok. Her caption suggested that she didn't really mind J.Lo's response, but the comments sure did. Many people called J.Lo out for being rude, one person saying Reed receiving a rude J.Lo interaction was the J.Lo experience. In comparison, other celebrities that answered Reed's questions, they answered with big smiles and the occasional full interview. But there is one person that can say that they hated J.Lo before it was cool, and that is movie star Rosie Perez. They met pretty much at the beginning of both of their careers. They worked on the show In Living Color together, and on paper seemed like they would get along because they grew up in the same place, they shared similar interests, the auditions were apparently awesome. Where did things go wrong though? Well, Perez's 2014 memoir fills in some details. It alleges that J.Lo was a nightmare to work with. Allegedly, many of the other dancers would come to Perez to complain about her, and that J.Lo was manipulating wardrobe, makeup, and Perez all to her advantage. Lopez stuck with the show for 2 seasons, but Perez claims that their feud lasted long after that. But I guess more because Lopez wanted it to? She claimed that Lopez would make negative comments about her to important people in the entertainment industry, but then would act nice to her face. Perez even recounted a time she came face to face with J.Lo while out on the town. Apparently, Lopez spotted Perez and approached smiling, but Perez was having none of it and told her off. Social media star Samantha Barbash exposed that J.Lo essentially made a movie about her life without her approval. Barbash was the inspiration behind J.Lo's critically acclaimed film Hustlers. Samantha, however, does not appreciate the film and actually sued J.Lo and her production company for defamation. Samantha shared her perspective in an interview with TMZ. She said, "They basically stole my story. I wouldn't sign my rights away. I wasn't giving away my film and TV rights for peanuts. J.Lo doesn't work for free? Why would I?" Further claiming that 87% of the film was wrong. Samantha's case was ultimately dismissed. Alright, so Rosie Perez might have been the first person ever to have a feud with J.Lo, but there is one celebrity whose feud with J.Lo is so famous it has reached stan Twitter fame, and that's Mariah Carey's. This feud has allegedly lasted for over 2 decades now, and it seems there's still no end in sight. It all started when, after signing her record deal, J.Lo worked with Tommy Mottola, aka Carey's ex-husband. Now, it wasn't like Carey immediately faulted anybody that works with her ex-husband, especially someone she doesn't know. They're both in the music industry, they're gonna work with lots of people. Apparently, the reason the foundation for a seemingly lifelong rivalry was laid was because Carey wanted to sample a never-before sampled song. But then her ex stole it out from under her, essentially, and gave it to a J.Lo track. I mean, I'm sure that Carey understood that the decision was more her ex's decision than J.Lo's choice. However, the media decided to employ its classic trick of pitting successful women against each other for the purpose of fun gossip, and things just spiraled from there. J.Lo made some comments, Carey said some things, but the most famous, memeable statement that came from this was, "I don't know her." It came about in 2003 and it is still going strong. Another iconic shady remark happened in 2001 though. After J.Lo had said that she sleeps 8 hours a night, Carey said, "If I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I'd do that too." J.Lo's songs are known to have vocals from other singers in the background and sometimes even as the primary voice. Then in 2002, Carey was once again asked about her feud with Jenny from the Block, to which she said, "There are rivalries, but I don't think she has anything to do with me. I mean, my whole thing is singing, writing songs. It's a God-given talent I'm grateful for. Her thing is something different." So it's been made pretty clear that Carey is aware of and has formed an opinion on J.Lo. In 2014 though, J.Lo said that there was no feud and that she was a big Mariah Carey fan. But what do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you're desperate for more celebrity drama, check out the rest of our channel. Thanks for watching, bye!